In our times, we see a high rise in terms of narcissism, and it is a great problem because narcissism and pride kill us. It is one of the deadly sins, and in this video, I will explain to you why, and I will also explain how we can fight it successfully. So let's get right into it. First, I would like to talk about why pride really is dangerous for everybody, not just for ourselves, but also for the other people near us, like your family, your friends, or even your dog. Pride, first things first, clouds judgment, which means overconfidence you will have due to pride will lead to bad, reckless decisions. And pride blocks growth. You know how? Because pride makes you less prone to accepting your mistakes and to learn from them. Not only less prone, it actually blocks that learning because you ignore those tips. You say that those people are just some stupid assholes that don't want to help me because you are too indulged in pride, which leads to rejecting good advice, ignoring constructive criticism, and ignoring constructive criticism in its entirety leads to stagnation because you will not grow and you will not learn. Also, pride prevents you from asking for help, which leads to unnecessary struggles, even physical danger. So pride really can kill. Just imagine this scenario. Pride can destroy your life. You're lifting the weights, like in the gym or at home, and you think you can do it. You think you can do one more rep because you don't want to embarrass yourself. When your body is really telling you not to because the pain is bad, it is like that random spike that really hurts, and you decide to continue because you are too proud to stop. You don't think you think like nothing's gonna matter to me, nothing's gonna happen to me, and suddenly you fall down to the ground, and now you can't get up and you still don't want to ask for help because pride is keeping you down and you are too proud to ask for that helping hand for someone to help you. Pride really can kill you. The breeded arrogance will cause miscalculations and failure in yourself. Pride can kill you in many other ways than physically. It can kill your relationships, for example, because pride makes you unwilling to apologize to your family or friends when you do something bad or compromise. It really just drives people away from yourself. It makes you a worse person, a much worse person to talk to. It can also ruin your career because thinking you're above everybody, you're above your boss, and not wanting to improve will keep you at your place, or worse, you can even be fired for it. So it affects every part of your life. It also affects your self-improvement part because you will overestimate your abilities. You may tell yourself that you can work out for the 4 hours in the gym the first time you do it, and then you will quit in a week because you had too much pride. You thought you can do it just as simple as that, but you weren't able to. Pride can ruin this part too. Pride can also ruin your reputation, which ruins your general views, which ruins the general views of other people on you. It really I think you get the message that it affects every part of your life terribly. Now I want to talk about the history. Some people, the biggest leaders in history, some of the biggest, were defeated by pride. Take, for example, Hitler. Hitler ignored his generals and believed that he was so great he could never fail, that the German army would never fail, so he attacked the Russians and he lost due to pride once again. Napoleon lost due to pride, unsurprisingly, also once again, when he said that Waterloo would just be some funny battle, it is some battle in a small village, an easy victory, and it ultimately led to his defeat and led to him being transported away and living the rest of his life in exile. And so I think you get the image that pride really is killed. Now, I want to say there's some difference between being happy for yourself or between being confident and pride. Because being confident is realizing how good you are in your abilities, but not putting yourself above others because you maybe realize that you had better chances or you were born to some better, you were in a better position from the start. So that is confidence and really being aware of that. Whereas pride is saying you are better than everybody, you're the best in the world, and you don't want to lower yourself. That is pride. And in many situations you have to be grateful instead of being proud. Like, you can be grateful for your birthplace, of course. You can be grateful for your natural talents, grateful that you have them. You can be grateful for your looks. And you can be grateful, for example, of your intelligence. But being proud for having a good face, good genetics, or being smart isn't really ideal, because fact is, I know you probably maybe did a lot of hard work to build a great body, but fact is, maybe you had better chances than some people. So realize that always. Be grateful, not proud. And be happy that you achieved what you worked for, like discipline, persistence, and overcoming struggles. But do not be prideful in it. So now to the best part. How do we defeat pride before it defeats us? First step is we need to practice self-awareness. And we need to practice listening to ourselves. So I really recommend trying meditation for this part to better recognize when pride is clouding our judgment and when it is clouding ourselves. And next part is truly listening. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so listen twice as much as you speak. Consider the perspectives of other people, other political opinions, other opinions on everything, even if you disagree. Because you don't have the receipt for the truth. I don't have the receipt to the truth. I'm never always right. I'm not 100% right in everything. In fact, I might not be 100% right in everything I tell you in this video. But that is why we listen and learn. Next thing is admitting mistakes. We need to learn to admit our mistakes, to tell ourselves when we have failed, so we can learn from it and improve from it. So seeking constructive criticism, using other people's feedback to improve, is something that can really help us if we do this instead of defending our egos. And staying humble is the right thing, because staying humble makes you realize that you don't know everything and makes you keep learning. And if it comes to the worst, always ask for help, because it's a strength, not a weakness. And only that ugly sin that is called pride makes you think that it's a weakness. It is not. Now, the final thing I want to tell you is remember this. This video can change your life. And remember that confidence is the thing that lifts you up, but pride is the thing that drags you down, because you are overindulging in yourself. So know the difference. Choose wisely between it. I know after this video you probably know what the right choice it is. And keep learning so you become great. Keep learning so that you become great. Goodbye.